Every year, it seems like there's always news about a new skyscraper breaking the record set by the last one. But what if one day we stop? Is there actually a limit to how tall a building can be? While there's no exact number, engineers have estimated that, with today's understanding of physics and structural design, it may be possible to build a tower that stands even taller than Mount Everest, over 9,000 meters, or nearly 30,000 feet high. Of course, such a structure wouldn't look anything like the skyscrapers we know today. That's because building extremely tall structures comes with some enormous challenges. One of the biggest is wind. At ground level, a gentle breeze might not seem like much, but hundreds or even thousands of feet in the air, winds become dramatically stronger. If a building were completely rigid, those forces could cause serious damage. That's why super tall skyscrapers are designed to sway slightly, much like a tree bending in the wind. To make this possible, they need incredibly strong foundations and reinforced central cores capable of handling immense stress. But wind isn't the only problem. Another major challenge is elevators. Without elevators, there would be little point in building massive skyscrapers in the first place. After all, nobody wants to climb 150 flights of stairs every day. The problem is that elevator cables are surprisingly heavy. Traditional steel cables can only operate efficiently over distances of roughly 600 meters or about 2,000 feet. Beyond that, the cables become so heavy that they struggle to support their own weight. That's why many of the world's tallest buildings require passengers to switch elevators as they travel higher and higher. Then there's the issue of weight itself. We can't simply keep making buildings taller by scaling up existing designs. Eventually, a structure becomes so heavy that it risks collapsing under its own weight. To build higher, engineers would need stronger and lighter materials, along with entirely new structural systems. And even if all of these engineering challenges can be solved, there's still one enormous obstacle: cost. Building super tall skyscrapers is incredibly expensive. For example, the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, the tallest building in the world, cost around $1.5 billion to construct. That's enough money to buy thousands of luxury sports cars. Yet despite these challenges, humanity continues to push higher. In Saudi Arabia, plans for the Jeddah Tower aim to create the world's first skyscraper over 1 kilometer tall. And around the world, architects continue proposing even more ambitious designs. Some of them seem almost impossible, others seem downright insane, but then again, many things that once sounded impossible are now part of everyday life. So could we eventually build something even taller? Maybe. One of the most fascinating concepts ever proposed is the space elevator. Instead of rockets, a space elevator would use an enormous cable stretching from Earth all the way into space, allowing vehicles to climb directly into orbit. It sounds like science fiction, but according to some researchers, it may one day be possible with advanced materials that don't yet exist. And if humanity ever succeeds in building one, it would become the tallest structure ever created by our species, by a very, very large margin. And as always, thanks for watching.